Now, there's a very basic identity, and it says you cannot raise money without someone paying for it, right? So where does the burden fall? Who pays? Well, the answer is, it's you guys at the back. Because you guys at the back, you go into the restaurants and realize you can't afford to eat there anymore because these guys at the front have bid up the prices. And then you go into a clothes shop and you can't actually buy the suits that you used to buy because these guys have bid up all the prices. And you might try and buy a new house, and you find that actually you can't afford to buy the new house because these guys have outbid you. They're already there, right? So what do? You say, well, hang on, this isn't right. This isn't fair. I haven't done anything wrong. Who do you blame? You can see that something's wrong. You can see that there's an enemy, but you don't know who the enemy is. So who do you blame? Well, the answer is you blame the guys at the front, right? Because they're the guys in the swanky houses. They're the guys in the restaurant. They're the guys whose kids are in the good schools. And you think this is deeply unfair. But then what they say in return is, well, hang on. We built the roads. We built the bridges. We employed people. We didn't do anything wrong. And there is some legitimacy to this as well. So they don't like you very much for being so rude to them. So here we are. We've redistributed the wealth arbitrarily, right? And we've done so in a way that turns you guys against each other. So this is and actually I did take to the trouble of taking a quote from Maynard Keynes on this. Do we have that quote up can we get that quote up on the screen, that slide? I think it's all in here. This is actually from Keynes. Keynes was talking about inflation in 1921. He said, by a continuing process of inflation, governments can confiscate secretly and unobserved an important part of the wealth of their citizens. By this method, they not only confiscate, but they confiscate arbitrarily. And while the process impoverishes many, it actually enriches some. Those to whom the system brings windfalls become profiteers who are the object of the hatred. The process of wealth getting degenerates into a gamble and a lottery. Lenin was certainly right. There is no subtler, no surer means of overturning the existing basis of society than to debauch the currency. The process engages all the hidden forces of economic law on the side of destruction, and it does it in a manner which not one man in a million is able to diagnose. I think this is a very deep understanding of money. And I find it kind of ironic that so many of the guys who are screaming very loudly for quantitative easing would sort of consider themselves Keynesians. I think Keynes would be spinning in his grave at some of the debate, frankly.
So this is interesting because, as Barry had mentioned earlier, I do this thing called the